this problem which is contain duplicate. So what the problem stated as, given an integer array nums, return true if any value appears at least twice in the array, and return false if every element is distinct. So it is the basic problem. So we can see like we have two approaches. First, the basic brute force approach can be like, what we can do just basically iterate two loops. The first loop will start from like 1, and then for the other loop will start for the consecutive elements coming forward, and we can check if that the first element is present or not, which will be an O n square approach. So what we can do for a approach which can be in a linear time, for that we can use something like a map or a set, where we have to use our space complexity like for on, because we have to store these elements to check if there is any duplicate or not. Okay, because the worst case scenario we have to store all the element except the last element, because that may be the element which will be the distinct or not distinct. So this question state that key we have one element which will be like a duplicate of the other element, so we have guarantee of that. So what we can do, we can have an unordered set of type integer s, and what we can do, we can just simply iterate over the array for the nums dot size and basically plus plus. So what we can do here is like, while we are iterating, we can check if in the set we find that element or not, the element which are currently iterating through. So we can check if this element we find in the array, for that the condition will be not equals to s dot end. So basically we iterate through the set and we iterate fully, and we didn't reach the end. That means like this element has been found, so simply we can return true here, like we have found our duplicate element, and we'll return true here. And if we didn't find, so for that case we have to iterate through all the elements, and if we didn't find, we can just basically return false here. Let's try to run this code. It is saying wrong where we have missed the condition. Let's check. Unordered set we have given of type integer, we are finding returning true. Oh, so what we have done, if the elements we didn't find, we didn't insert it back into the set. So how it will know that this element already exists in the node? For that we have to insert all these elements as soon as we find them into the set. We have inserted it. Let's check it now. So basically we are doing is like iterating through the loop, we are checking if this element is in set or not. If not, just basically insert it. When we insert it, next time we will, when we came into the loop, we can just check that this element is present or not. If this loops end fully, that means we have no duplicate elements, and like you can see the code is accepted. Let's go ahead and submit this. So the program is submitted successfully.